Welcome to my podcast. I'm Rich Basak. We're here at Ink Fiend Art, Orange County, where we talk about real struggles here, real success, real stories. Today we're gonna get into it with one of the most special guests I can have on. Today's guest is not only legend in the tattoo world, he's family. His legacy isn't just in the art he's created, it's in the generations he's inspired. To me, he's the godfather of modern Asian art. So it's an honor to welcome my lifelong friend, my mentor, my brother, the legendary Master Mike.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you, man. Thanks for the great introduction again. The feeling is mutual. Everything happens for a reason. Everybody meet people in their life for a reason. And you're God blessed or God sent to me. So,
Oh,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? When you came into my life, really, it made me also a stronger person. Then you help shape who I am also. So it's not just me giving, it's also you helping also. You know what I'm saying? So, in my life, there's a lot of people that comes into your life. You don't know who is good, who is bad. Time reveals everything. So I have very little friends. My circle is very small. I have my brothers. I have two younger brother and an older brother. My two younger brother were really tight. Frank, he owns IFA too, and I have another brother, Robert. He's not in the tattoo business. And then Richard, he's also not a blood brother, but I consider Richard my brother, okay, family. So anything he needs from me or anything I need from him, I know I could count on him. And there's
No
very
doubt.
few people like that. So I'm blessed
Man.
to have my small circle,
Yeah.
but it's tight. A lot of people have a lot of friends, but it's no good. It's useless. You know what I'm saying? You just need that small group.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Man, that was awesome, Mike. Man, I feel so humbled, and it makes me happy to hear say the most kindest words. For me, I'm humbled, man. And you know what? It wasn't it was easy, Mike. You know what I mean? It wasn't like our friendship, man. Me and Mike, it's like it was easy.
It's click, it click, it
Yeah,
just
it just
happens. You
clicked.
know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah,
click.
yeah.
Everybody, you find somebody. Sometimes when you first meet people, sometimes you just know. You know what I'm saying? So, and then throughout the year, you know better. You know what I'm saying? It's like any you know who you can rely on, and there's very few people you can rely on. So,
Yeah.
the people that I trust, I hold dearly. I don't do anything scandalous or anything I feel guilty of. I know is a no.
Yeah.
So I just don't do it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah, loyalty, man. Loyalty, Mike, is a rarity, man.
yeah.
That thing is priceless. Like in this generation, loyalty is a rarity, and it's priceless. And it's not about a big circle. It's about a quality circle.
Quality,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, quality. And and watching Mike growing up and hanging out with him, and it always like instilled with me, Bong when. Yeah, I call him Bong because me and Mike were part Cambodian, and I'm Chinese Cambodian, Chinese Vietnamese Cambodian. Mike's Chinese Cambodian. In the other segment of watch the other segment. Actually, click on the other video when you guys get a chance. There's another interview with Mike. Make sure you guys check that out too, and you won't want to miss that. But Mike tells a little bit about that he's Chinese Cambodian as well. And the word term Bong is like a word of endearment, meaning like my older brother. So ever since we were young, I would call him Bong, and there's a reason why I call him that is because he's always walked, and I watched him. He always had integrity, and always had like this honor with him, like that, and I emulated that, and it has brought me a lot of blessings in my life, and it's true, like. I believe it, like you do good, you get good, like that. And when I was doing bad, I got bad,
That's
and
right.
I
That's
know
true.
the
Yeah,
same for
yeah,
you,
it's
right,
true,
Mike?
man. It's karma is real.
Yeah, yeah,
Karma is
yeah.
real. So I'm. It's like everybody we meet, we try to, especially the youngster these days, man. They just want to come up. They just want to come up. They could, they'll use people, whatever. But in the end, you don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can have money, but if you have money and you don't have good people around you, what's money gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Who you gonna vacation with? Who you gonna, what I'm saying, celebrate with?
Yeah.
Nobody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's why it would
yeah.
that's why being like the founder of Ink Fiend, and like kind of like unwritten code that you've instilled in all of us. It's like you built like a family, Mike, you know,
Yeah.
and it's not like a lot of the art. I mean, you know, nothing's perfect, you know, but but I know the code that was like an unwritten code, and that Ink Fiend Art, we're like loyal to each other. You know, we try to look out for each other, and to me, it wasn't just work, and it wasn't just a tattoo shop I was working at. It was like a family, you know, like
Mm.
that. Yeah, yeah. And so all the values that I've seen in you, it resonates, and it translates to the brand, to Ink Fiend, you know, like that. And that's what our clients get. Right,
Yeah,
Mike? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So share a little bit, Mike, about like the difference between getting a tattoo, going to a tattoo artist, random tattoo artist, or a tattoo shop, or coming to Ink Fiend. Man, we care about you guys.
When you come to Ink Fiend, okay, to get a tattoo, all right. All of our artists, I mean, we try to treat people with respect, okay. If you come in, you want to get a design, a sleeve or whatever back piece, even small tattoo. We take our time. We don't want to rush it. We believe in quality. We give you a fair price, and we believe in like doing our homework. We don't want to just take the money and hopefully, what I'm saying, we're done with the tattoo and you don't come back. We want to do the tattoo, okay? We'll take our time to really make sure the design fits you. Everything looks perfect before we put it on you. Once we put it on you, we're gonna do the tattoo like you're our family. Where if I'm working on my brother, I want it to be perfect. So everybody that get a tattoo from us, I mean, we really do our homework and make sure you're satisfied. And when you're satisfied, you're happy. We believe like you got your friends, your relative, and for sure you're gonna recommend them because we're cool people. We treat you with respect. We do something, do a nice piece on you, um, you know, and then we we become our clients become friends, and then you would most likely would recommend other clients to us. Because why not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you go to anywhere else, like you see, I hear bad stories about other artists where you go set an appointment and you come in, you'll set an appointment at noon, and you go in a shop at noon for your appointment, and the artist don't show up till like 2 o'clock.
yeah,
Or if the artist there, the design's not there, they'll design at that time.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Waste another 3-4 hours.
yeah. A lot of artists
That's
like that.
silly, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
if
lot of
anybody
artists.
work on my shop and do that shit, that's
Yeah,
they cannot stay. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They cannot. They won't last in there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta you gotta respect the client. Respect the client's time. Everybody that pays for a tattoo, they save up their money. They save up. They work hard. They save up enough for that tattoo, and we have to give them the best. We're not gonna try to just take their money. We're gonna give you the best.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
For sure. Respecting the client is preparing for the client,
yeah,
and not only doing the tattoo to their expectations, but exceeding their expectations.
yeah,
And they come to us. We're the artists. Our creativity or artistic ceiling should be higher than theirs. So not only are we gonna meet their criteria, but we're gonna exceed it. And that's what we try to do here. And I know Mike has been doing that for so long, and he's instilling that with me. And because I do that too, and I'm able to get reoccurring clients. And man, talking about reoccurring clients, Mike right here, Ink Pinar has been around for 20 plus years. And if you look at Mike's body of work, it's just been 20 years of tattooing.
yeah.
Man,
Over, man.
thousands,
I've
yeah,
been
over
doing it
20,
over
30, 25 years
almost
of
30
tattooing.
years.
Yeah, 30
Yeah,
years. Yeah.
yeah. So it's like you know, um, when you tattoo that long, you know, in the beginning when you're tattooing, right? Like like I said, I didn't have an apprenticeship because there's no apprenticeship being offered when I first started tattooing. I had to do it trial by trial and error. Okay, there's no YouTube, Google stuff where you can get information. I have to
Oh,
test it on my friends, test it on myself,
yeah.
and see what works and what don't work. And eventually you get better and better. Okay, so throughout the year you learn to perfect your craft, like in the style you do. Right, so you know how to, when I do a tattoo, I want to picture it when you get old, like that tattoo ages, how it ages 10 years from now, 15, 20 years from now, how it'll look. Okay. So I want to make sure that, the tattoo, when you get old, you're old person, it still look cool. You know what I'm saying? It don't
Yeah.
look like a mess, like a blob. Like what the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, the
yeah.
one of the cool things and a learning thing about being a tattoo artist that's been around 20 plus years, and I've been tattooing 20 years, and is that we see our clients and
Yeah.
our work that's like 10 years ago, 20 years ago. So say for instance, if you're an artist that's only been around for 5 years, the max you can see that your work is healed is only 5 years. But
Yeah.
how is it gonna look in 10 years and in 15 years and 20? You don't have no reference. But being that Mike's been tattooing 30 years, he can adjust and see that how to do the tattoo now and predict how it will look in the future. And man, that's like you don't get that a lot from
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
shop.
Not,
There's a lot
yeah.
of artists that's only been tattooing 5 years. They have their shop already.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
these
yeah,
well, let's say new guys. Maybe they're really good in art, okay? But tattooing is a different tool you're using for art, all right? And it's needle and skin. A lot of time maybe you're good in painting or drawing, but when it comes to needle and skin, the ink stretches a little bit or throughout time. Okay, you can't go too deep or too light. When it heals, it looks like you know it kind of disappear or fade easier. So with the longevity of tattooing, we know how to, what I'm saying, to make it last. All right. So these new guys, like a lot of new guys, they where they didn't learn from from a good teacher, right? So a lot of new guys that didn't learn from a good teacher, they'll do these tattoo. That looks really nice when it's fresh, and then like a year later when it heals, like man, what happened? It's all faded.
yeah. It
It's all
looks like it's 10
faded. Like
years old
yeah, it's like
after 1 year.
I've seen it, and
Yeah,
I'll tell people, dude, man, in a couple of years, it's not gonna look good. And people, think I'm a hater or something because I say that. But it's true. A couple of years from now, it look like shit. And and as time goes on, it looks more and more shittier. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why people, as long as I know you, I never seen you hate on nothing. It's just you
No,
just
no,
telling the truth.
I tell the truth.
Yeah,
Like
just tell the truth. That's
you
how
know,
you are. Yeah,
when I tell the truth, when you tell the truth, you're not a hater, man. You're just telling the truth. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
I have seen many tattoos that people come in, clients come in, and they have tattoo from other place, and I have told them, man, your tattoo looks fucking good. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
And the shitty one, I'll tell them it looks shitty. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So if this good, I'll tell you it's good. If it's bad, I'll tell you it's bad.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Definitely, as long as I know Mike, just call it as he
I call
sees
it
it.
like it
Yeah,
is, man.
yeah,
People don't like
yeah,
me because I say it like it is,
yeah,
and I don't kiss
yeah,
no ass, It's like, I don't go around like, oh, trying to be your friend by like telling you you're this or that. I tell it like it is. If you're a dick, I'm gonna tell you you're a dick. If you're cool, and say, man, you're a cool dude. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. You get
Yeah,
real. That's what
yeah,
they
that's
get.
shit, man.
You
Yeah,
get real, man.
I'm not
Yeah,
afraid. That's the thing.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
people think, people are afraid of other people. That's why they're kissing ass. I'm not
yeah,
afraid, man. If
yeah.
if you don't like what I say or whatever, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah. We respect people. We always
yeah,
give people our respect, but you disrespect us, then that's
yeah,
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 it's not
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
But yeah, no doubt. Mike, I seen him. He's always respectful and stuff like that, but he don't take no bullshit. We don't take no bullshit over here. Well, what do you think, Mike? All these years, I mean, I know I've seen you just let your work speak for itself. I mean, this is exclusive right here. We don't get no interviews with you, in-depth interviews. I seen that you just let your action speak for itself and your work speak for itself. What is the misconception that people have about you the most?
Well, it's like I'm pretty much like a private person. I don't like too much, like fame or well known. Okay, I just like to tattoo. I like to do tattoo and let my work bring in more customer to me. Okay, and bringing more customers to my guys to make them busy, But I'm old school, but I have to learn that there's a new trend going out about all the social media and all things that you have to put yourself out there so the new people will know about you. Okay, all the old guys know me, all the they from back in the days. So a lot of new people they don't really know who I am. So that's why we're doing this. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and I kind of like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
cool,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You know.
And not only that, like, having experience, you get wisdom as well, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of youngsters out there that came from the struggle. I mean, me and Mike, we were raised in LA, in the
Yeah.
in mid 90s, early 90s, and we came from a struggle, and there's people out there that are struggling and can see that there's a way out. Mike, has been tattooing all this time, and he's shared and helped out so many people that I've seen and helped me out, and give us the tools and talent to feed our families. I mean, that's pretty amazing. Well, coming from where we came from back in the days, his family had a donut shop across from my family's donut shop.
Dude,
That's
man.
how way back it goes,
this
on
guy used
Hoover,
this guy used to be my rival, man. We
Yeah,
would battle donuts. If his donuts $2.99 a dozen, mine would be $2.90 a dozen.
yeah. Yours 50
We're
cent
going
coffee and
back.
donut, you're
Yeah, yeah.
45 cent,
We're in the hood, man. We're in the hood, the area where we're at.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember as a kid, we were working at my pop's donut shop, and and a guy came in and wanted a small coffee and a donut, and it was like $1, and he's complaining to me that it was too expensive. I was like, man, I cussed him out. I said, "Mother, what the fuck you talking about, man? So for how much rent we gotta pay?
Yeah,
Every day, how much donut and coffee we have to pay just to break even with rent?
yeah,
Yeah, but people
yeah.
don't understand that.
Man, that area right there, it was on, like, I know it was on Hoover. I forget the
Hoover
cross street. It was
and
near the
Venice,
old Pep Boys.
Hoover and Venice.
It was near the old Pep
Yeah,
Boys.
yeah,
Remember the old Pep Boy?
yeah, yeah,
If you're off the 110, I think it's the 110 where it's like the Los Angeles Times building. You can see the Los Angeles Times building is around that
yeah.
area of LA, man.
Man,
I
in
was
the
born and raised.
riots happen over there. Yeah,
Man,
it's
my
pretty
dad's
bad.
donut
Yeah.
shop burned down in the riots,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
man,
You
yeah.
got lucky. Yours got burned down. I didn't get burned down. Ours got looted.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
If we got burned down, we get some insurance money or something.
I remember when they had the earthquake over there, and like every store was closed and
Yeah,
our donut shop was open, and man, I served I don't know how many cups of
dude.
coffee that day,
Yeah,
lines and lines and lines,
yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we were doing the donut shop in the wrong era where there's no social media to promote. So we
Yeah.
had to rely just only on the local
Yeah.
community for our donut. So
Yeah.
we wasn't doing. I know our family wasn't doing too good. you know.
No, 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 and
Yeah,
it didn't help that when my family's donut shop burned down,
yeah.
and all that stuff. It just brought us back into more
Oh
poverty, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
like that, and it was definitely a struggle. Why don't you tell us? So Mike, you grew up in L.A., right? So if
Grew up
people
in
that don't know,
L.A.
grew up in
Yeah,
L.A.
between Echo Park and Chinatown
Tell us about
and
a little
White
bit of
Note.
upbringing.
Yeah, so we came from Cambodia, and I was about maybe around 6 years old, 5 or 6. So as a kid, you grew up in L.A. It's in the hood, man. It's all apartment. So like going to school, you gotta walk like from at least 3 or 4 miles. Okay, remember you're kindergarten, man. You gotta walk with
Yeah,
your brother. You gotta
right.
walk all the way,
Yeah, you
right?
gotta pass all
To
these
yeah, yeah.
people.
And it's not the safest place to walk for kids, right? I got robbed, man. Like fucking when I was like maybe third grade.
Yeah,
Me and my brother, we got robbed. A black dude jump out of a bush with a knife,
yeah, yeah,
robbed me for my change.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, yeah,
That's how bad it was, right? So the environment we grew up is not the best. So we do stupid shit because that's all we see. We see what I'm saying, people
yeah,
that do stupid stuff, older people. So we just follow what they do. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I remember, the time, we had a donut shop on Six and Bonnie Bray. I think it was
Six
Six and
and
Bonnie Bray, or Six and Bewdrey, and it was like right in
oh
the heart of
man.
like 18th Street, right
Yeah,
there, you
yeah,
know.
18th Street. There's a
And
bunch of gangs over there.
yeah, a
Yeah.
bunch of gangs over there, and there's also like all the dope dealers on the
Yeah.
street corners, and they coming in and get foil and the
Oh
nose shop
man.
and
Yeah.
spoons and all that stuff, get lighters and all that stuff. And it
Yeah.
was just, and we were kids back then, and we were just navigating that thing, going to the liquor store, man, just walking by all these dope fiends, all these dope drug dealers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was wild, man. But at that time, it was like normal.
Yeah, it's crazy.
To
Yeah,
us,
when you
it was
live there,
normal.
when you
Yeah.
live there, it's like crackheads, dope fiends, gangsters. It's just normal to us. We didn't think it was dangerous. I'll go to the store. We'll
Yeah.
go to, you know what I'm saying, do
Ride
some
your bike, go
shopping.
store.
Yeah, like I mean, it's just normal, you know.
Yeah.
Now, fuck that. I wouldn't go down there.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
No, now,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's dangerous.
Yeah, now we
Dangerous out
know, like,
there.
oh shit, that's danger area. We skip that area. We drive around it. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah. We got family, we got
Yeah,
kids now,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we try to avoid problems, you know.
yeah.
So we know where the problem. Try to avoid it because you know too much to lose. You know. Yeah.
And then of course growing up in that environment, a lot of
A
fights,
lot of fights.
a lot of
Yeah.
fist
You know.
fights, a lot of
Yeah.
knives and stuff, little weapons here and there.
Mhm.
Well, you're into boxing. Tell us
Oh
about your
man.
boxing experience, Mike.
Oh man. So you know I was like martial arts. You know, watching like fucking all these kung fu movies, Bruce Lee and stuff like that. So my first martial art was Taekwondo. You know, I went when I was like maybe I think about maybe 12 years old and take Taekwondo for like maybe a couple years.
Taekwondo, TKD.
TKD,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, that's all we know back then. Like
yeah.
you know, what I'm saying
All the
when
schools were Taekwondo
yeah, yeah.
schools.
When
Yeah.
back then you don't know anything about MMA, jiu-jitsu, or anything like that. So I took that in a couple of years. I remember one time, you know, when you're sparring, it's just point sparring, so you're not really doing full contact. So one time I did a side kick, just you know, kind of by accident, and I kicked somebody, and he just flew and hit the hit the mirror in the back. And the instructor, you know, old man, old Korean man, he was pretty mad at me for that. You know, started yelling, you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, getting loud. So you know, I left that class. I didn't want to go back. So I was looking at. I remember one day looking through. They have a penny saver. These little like advertisement, right,
Yeah,
for the
like
community.
pamphlets.
Yeah,
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 back in the
yeah,
days, penny
yeah.
savers.
So
For all you old
yeah,
people out there,
yeah. So
penny saver, look it up. Mm.
so I was looking through, and there's an ad. Alhambra Youth Boxing Club. They're opening up. If you want to sign up, call this number. And the name was Rudy Tellez, Tellez.
Mm.
So I dialed the number. I said, "Yes, can I speak to Rudy?"
Where'd you find it? In the penny
In the
saver.
penny
Okay, in the
saver,
penny
yeah,
saver.
everything.
Okay, yeah.
So I said, so I called up the number. I said, "Hey, can I speak to Rudy Tellez?" I didn't know it was Tellez,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
go
yeah.
Rudy Tellez, right?
That's funny.
And then so I got a hold of him, and I said, "I want to join your gym, all right? And it's for the community, so it's free, all right?" So I went there. He told me, "Yes, go down there at this time, this date." You know, I went, and it was a big, like kind of grand opening. So there's a lot of kids that joined. There's about maybe, I don't know, 50, 100 kids. Everybody joined, right? And then you know, they teach us. We go there every day. I go there every day after school, and they'll teach us the basic, the fundamental for like 2 months, right? 2 months, and then they have the grand opening, where they have news camera come in and stuff like that. The local channel, I think Channel 7 News came, do a report, and then they have they start picking partners to spar.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So they pick me, and then they pick another Asian kid, and this mostly Hispanic in the gym, right? So it's me, and then they pick another Asian
Because
kid.
Alhambra is near East LA. It's
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
borderline of East LA, so there's a lot of
Yeah.
predominantly like Hispanic over there. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, once you go in a ring and there's an audience, it's a different story,
You're
right?
tired.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
when you're boxing in a gym and it just all your other friends right there, it's normal. So you could just continue. You're young, you
Yeah.
could just continue, right?
Like less adrenaline
Yeah, yeah.
dump, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But when you have an audience watching you, man, all that training went out the door, man. punching, backhanding, all that shit.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
only thing, I won.
yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
But trip this out. After that first sparring match, right?
Mm.
The next day, we go into the gym. There's like maybe 50 to 100 people. Half showed up
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
felt the pain. They felt,
Yeah.
they felt a punch, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So half showed up now.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. That's 50%.
Two
Yeah.
years I was in there. I was like, we're going in there, and then like I'll go there constantly, right? And I was pretty good, right?
Mhm.
So I was the only Asian kid in there, and we'll go to different gyms, and back then it wasn't like now.
Yeah.
It's pretty segregated, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And now it's like inclusive. Like
Yeah, yeah,
everybody's like nice.
yeah,
Back in
yeah,
days, it's a war, gym
yeah,
wars.
yeah.
You go to
So
other gym, you sparring like crazy over there.
yeah,
Yeah,
so imagine like you know in my gym, everybody knows me. I'm like the only Asian kid with heart. All right. Imagine us going to another gym. We go to a black gym or go to a
yeah,
Mexican gym, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So nobody's gonna want to get beat up by an Asian kid.
Dude, they
So
fight
they go
hard.
hard, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm coming. I'm going to school
black
after
guy.
after sparring the night before, the day before. I'm going to school with black eye, fat lips.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
And you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? It was normal. I was like walking around black eye. I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? It was
yeah,
normal. It looked like I was abused or something. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
But you know what I'm saying? That's it.
yeah,
Yeah. So, that's when I was boxing, I remember it was the best form of martial arts at that time that I know.
yeah.
Okay,
It's
and
effective.
yeah, I could handle myself,
Yeah,
and I was fighting. I'm calling out adults or whatever. If anybody want to fight, I'll fight them because I know what I could do.
yeah,
Because there are people that came in, when I'm in a gym and they come in, they want to spar with one of us. The coach would put them in, and they're from the streets, and just a normal dude, adults, and we'll spar and we'll see punches coming at us like slow motion. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
We see all the punches. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You know, um, so when I'm like outside, I used to be, like before training boxing, I used to be like fucking want to fight all the time.
like a street fighter.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like a
You know what I'm saying?
knucklehead. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And when I was doing taekwondo, I was want to fight all the time. Anybody, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And when I was doing boxing, I don't care about fighting. I'm fighting in the gym. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But I don't take no shit.
yeah,
If I and when I do need to fight, it's not because I'm a bully or anything. I'm the type of guy that help out my friend. If I see my friend get bullied or somebody getting, somebody I know getting punked or something, I will go and help out. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the guy that was looking for trouble.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
You weren't starting
Yeah.
this shit, but you
So
won't back down though.
yeah.
Yeah,
So boxing, man, helped me out so much until Richard showed me jujitsu. Okay. So, like, you know, throughout my life, boxing helped me out so much from the streets to prison.
yeah,
Okay. So when I come out, I'm always able to talk without being fear of somebody beating me up. You know what I'm saying? If I have a problem with somebody, I talk to, hey, what's the problem? Is
yeah.
there a
Like you
problem?
feel like you can
Yeah.
handle yourself
Yeah.
with the boxing that you
Mhm.
learn with the being from the streets and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, I always watch UFC since, UFC started, like the first UFC all the way till, what I'm saying, till now I'm
Yeah.
watching the UFC,
Hoist
right?
Gracie,
I always
UFC
know
one. Yeah.
jujitsu,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like fucking Hoist Gracie, motherfucker, little motherfucker, beating all these people, these giant 300 pounder, and he's only like 170 pound, 180 pound, he's beating up these giants. And I was like, man, jujitsu is fucking good, but there's no jujitsu gym next to me, or I was like, man, really like dedicated enough to go and learn another martial arts. Okay, so when Richard, when he came out of prison, um, he I saw him choked out somebody. He
Yeah.
choked out somebody, put him to sleep. Right? I said, hey, Rich, let's do some jujitsu in my garage. Okay.
It's crazy
So
because you had wrestling mats already
yeah,
and
yeah,
in your
yeah,
garage.
yeah. I
Yeah,
had
so I was
wrestling
like,
match. Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I had wrestling matches,
Mats.
matches in my
Yeah.
in my garage. I said, Richard, let's show me some
Jiu-jitsu.
basic jujitsu.
Yeah.
That way, when I go to a jujitsu gym, when I sign up, I want to be so green, so fresh, right? I wanna be able to hold my own for a little bit, right? So yeah, Richard, once he took me down, I mean, I can't do shit. Boxing is useless against a guy that's gonna, that take you to the ground, right? So I
Yeah,
can't, I
yeah.
can't throw, can't move. So eventually, once he's on top, I'm gassed out. You know what I'm saying? I'm using all my energy, everything trying to get him off me, and I can't. And I see all the, the way he moved, the way the pressure he's putting on me is like, man, he's smaller than me. How the fuck he, you know what I'm saying? Put that kind of pressure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like it's like when you know jujitsu, it's kind of like fighting with if you're fighting a guy that's untrained, it's like fighting a baby. You could do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? And it's like once I learn some basic, and then I join
Gracie Baja.
Gracie Baja in Pasadena.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Orlando,
yeah.
rest in
Rest in
peace,
peace, man.
and
Yeah.
his brother Armando. God
Armando.
love for
Yeah,
Armando. Yeah.
yeah. Really cool
Well,
people.
Orlando Sanchez, rest in peace.
Yes,
That's who it was. Yeah.
yes.
Gracie Baja, Pasadena. Amazing shout out to Armando. Tell us about you and
Yeah,
Armando, because you guys got
Armando.
close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Armando. He's my main coach over there. He's a really nice guy. First, I put my son in there. Okay, so my son Daryl. So I know the importance of martial arts for myself, and I want to give that to my son. Okay, I want my son to be also have confidence to be able to talk to people without being feared of getting bullied or anything like that, right? So in the beginning, I put him in Muay Thai. He did Muay Thai at the age of maybe around 6 or 7. He did that for a couple of years, and then I transitioned him to Jiu-Jitsu. So we signed up for Gracie Baja in Pasadena. We went in, talked to Armando, Armando Sanchez. Right, really cool coach. We talked. He gave us a free trial. Go in there, sign him up. After I talked to him, free trial, sign him up because I feel like a connect to him. I know he's a good person. So Daryl was doing it for a couple of years, and I was like, man, I'm gonna fucking do that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Since I, you know what I'm saying, I had Richard show me a little bit, so I said, man, I want to learn also, the ground game because in a fight you need both. You need the stand up, and you need to know how to fight on the ground.
Mhm.
So, one without the other is no good. Even jujitsu, if you don't know striking, it's not as effective. Also, you know what I'm saying. So a lot of people get the misconception that all it needs is jujitsu.
Mm.
I mean, it helps more, but you really need both.
Yeah, that's why they have MMA.
Yeah,
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 that's
you
why
really need
all the
both.
UFC champions, they're MMA fighters
Yeah,
and they're
yeah,
grapplers as well as
yeah.
strikers. Yeah,
Start standing up.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, my son, man, when he was like Daryl, when he was like maybe 12 years old, he was tapping out adults. I took him. I remember we went to the UFC gym, and they have open mats over there, and I was rolling, with other guys, and he was rolling with a kid about the same size as him, same age, and the kid, you know, got lost. He got tapped out. He lost, and he cried. He
Mm.
told his dad. His dad came and asked my son if he want to roll. And fucking the
Yeah,
dad
that's
is a,
horrible.
is a big dude, like
Yeah,
200 pound,
yeah,
big white dude,
yeah.
and fucking Daryl choke him out, man.
Uh,
They'll choke him out.
there was a monster,
Yeah.
man.
And then
Yeah.
when we left, we went to the car. I said, "Hey, Daryl, next time give me the dad, man. Don't,
Yeah.
what I'm saying? How is he gonna go home and tell
Yeah.
tell his wife that the son and him got beat
Got
up,
choked
by
out
a
with a
12-year-old
kid.
kid? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, but the best thing, I mean, you know, coming from somebody that's into martial arts and know a little bit about fighting, you need to, if you have kids, I highly suggest you put them in jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, boxing, wrestling, those type of martial arts.
The effective ones, you
Yeah.
know. And it's a way for, kids have a lot of energy. It's a way for them to exert their energy and build discipline, and not
Yeah.
only build it but build it effectively and in a conventional like disciplinary structure. And not only that, while they're doing that, they learn something effective for life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like martial arts. I mean, knowing how to defend yourself, defend your family, defend your wife, your children, your honor, whatever, like
Yeah.
that.
Give
Yeah.
you give you structure, man. Because you know instead of staying home playing video games or be online or doing nothing, you go to class. You have friends that are also athlete. You know what I'm saying? And keeps your mind busy. You're always thinking. Jiu-jitsu is a thinking game, so you gotta think ways of kind of like solving a problem.
Human
So
chess.
yes, like that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, human chess
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
So,
And don't let Mike fool you, man. He's been doing it a long time now. He's been doing it over 10 years, maybe.
yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah.
about
On
10
and
years.
off. Yeah,
Yeah,
on
on
and
and
off.
off
Yeah.
10 years, Ray. Mike's a monster. He's a beast. And we have a lot of fun times grappling. And,
Yeah.
and throughout our martial arts journey, we met a lot of other great martial artists. Shout out Jake Bainey.
Jake Bainey. Yeah.
Yeah, Jake Bainey, a coach, head coach, Pinnacle MMA back in the days, and my head instructor, and not only that, but he just did, Jamal Pretty Boy Emmers just won. Congratulations to him. He just won the
Amazing,
other
man.
day. That was dope in the UFC, and Jamal is one of Jake's star pupils and a good friend of ours,
Good
and
people. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, good
Yeah.
people. That's dope. So when you're younger, growing up in LA, Mike, boxing, fortunately you got into that. That was
Yeah.
dope. Later on, grappling. That was like the whole package right there. You
It's a
got
pack.
stand up
Yeah, yeah.
and the
You know what
grappling
I'm saying?
ground
So I
game.
mean, yeah.
Yeah,
And the thing about it is like when you know these stuff, right? You don't go out being a bully or
yeah,
looking for problems. Like,
yeah,
we're like us, me and you, like we're the coolest people. I
yeah,
mean, people might think we're intimidating and stuff like that, but they never get to talk to us. They from far away, rumors like, oh, they're mean, whatever. I heard a lot of stories like, oh, this guy's, Mike is mean or stuff like that, or they're gangsters. Dude, man, we're the coolest people, man. If you
yeah,
if you come and say what's up, we say what's up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
We
yeah. No doubt.
yeah, and
We
we're
lead with
honest.
love.
The thing
Yeah,
about we're honest. You know what I'm saying? If you come to us with respect, we treat you the same thing, man. We don't have no ego. I've seen a lot of guys, work in a tattoo shop. Yeah, yeah, just because they have tattoo on their face or their head, they act like the hardest motherfucker, man. Those are, you know what I'm saying? Those are the weakest motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't have to act all crazy to people just to look tough. People already know you're tough or not. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So,
yeah. You don't gotta
yeah.
be like on being tough 24/7.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just
I
gotta be
mean,
tough when it needs it.
yeah, yeah.
When
It's
the
like,
time needs
dude,
it.
why
Yeah,
why you gotta, you let's say a nice timid guy come in, get a consultation, your attitude, or try to make yourself look like you're a tough guy. It's like what? That's unnecessary, man. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of
Mm.
that in the tattoo industry, Mike. Where I don't like it when some of the artists they might have an ego or whatever the case may be, but they're like disrespecting their clients a little bit.
See a
Have you
lot of
seen some
those.
of that?
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
those.
mm,
I mean, usually we hear that from clients that come in and they
yeah,
had bad experience from other places.
yeah,
And in the beginning, they're kind of nervous when they come to us. Oh, and then once we start working on them, start building relationships. Oh man, you know what? I always got the misconception like you guys are like a certain way, this and that. I hear that you guys are like like a gangster shop or something like that. And you guys are the coolest people, man. And we like they say they dealt with other artists where they are mistreating them, disrespecting them, stuff
yeah,
like that. Late for the appointment.
yeah,
I said, why you put up with it, man? You should have told him. I mean, if you felt like, you felt, I feel like as a client, man, if a artist is disrespectful, tell them, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to tell them. Just tell them, let them know, man. Hey, my time is important. Also, if you set appointment at 10 a.m. or 12 p.m. and you come in at 2 hours late, 3 hours late, not prepared for me, that's not cool. My time is important also, right? So I respect your time. You got to respect my time. Let them know. I
yeah.
mean, You know.
Yeah, man, that's good advice. I'm
Uh,
glad you said that, Mike, because a lot of people that want tattoos and say if they're new to it and they see these tattoo shops and they see these guys that are all tatted up, maybe intimidated looking, and the beginnings of tattoos, like a lot of gangsters and bikers and stuff like that. So there's like a stigma to it, and then so they kind of just put up with a lot of the maybe a little bit of disrespect or disrespecting their time, like Mike was talking about. But the client is willing to put up with it, but you know what, they shouldn't. And you're right, and that's good advice for everybody out there watching. Like, yeah, we over here at Ink Fiend Art, we value your time. We respect you as a human being first and foremost, and so we do our best to give you the best experience, the best service, and the best tattoo that we can do. And along that way, you're always going to be respected.
that's true. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And
You
some
know.
and the other shop don't. And if you don't, then you should speak up for yourself. You shouldn't be scared.
Yeah, yeah.
Come to
Why?
us.
Yeah, yeah.
Come
Why?
to us.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you like anything else, any service you get, like you go to a restaurant or a waiter is rude or something, speak up. Tell, hey, what's the problem? Is there a problem? Why are you being rude? All right. Anything, you know what I'm saying? In life, like, don't be afraid to speak up for yourself. Um, I always tell my son too, like, you don't have to get like really like angry or violence or anything. You could always talk. Sometimes if you uh, if you ask them, is there a problem? Why are you like this? They'll catch themselves. They'll catch themselves like, oh shit, I'm fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't mean no disrespect.
Right.
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 So
Right.
if you're able to talk, you could get away. You don't need to get use your hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, Mike, that in fear of like maybe some kind of like if the artist, if they speak up and they say something, they're scared like the artist might mess up their tattoo, might hurt them, or whatever the case is. But you know what? If you have an experience like that, I'm gonna tell you myself and me, being from Ink Fiend and being a tattoo artist for 20 plus years, Mike apprentice for years, and having a tattoo shop. If you get disrespected like that, or you come across that, you feel uneasy, come to Mike's shop, come to Ink Fiend, come to my shop, come to Frank's shop. We have 3 locations, two in Alhambra, one in Garden Grove, Orange County. Come to us, whatever tattoo you have going, we're gonna help rectify it with respect, and we'll make sure that they have a good tattoo. Because I know like a lot of people don't want to speak up, don't want a confrontation, right, Mike?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Mm,
and really, if an artist somebody that is they don't respect your time or they don't care too much about doing it right or doing it nice for you, just rushing it, don't go back and try to finish off. I mean, it's not going to be good. Trust
yeah,
me. I
yeah,
mean, if his quality, if he's not a quality person, why go back to him? You know what I'm saying? um, People ask us all the time, hey, could you help us finish this tattoo? I got started by another person, and they I didn't really like the way their work ethics are. I said, man, just come by, man. I'll have my guys take care of you. Don't worry about it. I'll make sure you'll be happy. If you have some
yeah,
unfinished, I don't care. You People say, oh, that's disrespectful working on other artists' work. I don't give a fuck, man. Like,
yeah.
what I'm saying? If you don't treat your customer right, we'll treat your customer right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. Like the client comes first. I mean, they have a choice. We're not trying to like in the tattoo industry trying to bully them to get work from you. That yeah,
Yeah.
if the client chooses. So when people ask us that stuff, of course, like whatever the client wants, we're here to provide a service,
Yeah.
and we're here to help them out. And if they're not having a good service with somebody else, I mean, why are we gonna say no to them when it's not their
Yeah.
fault?
I
Like
mean,
that.
they're our concerns by is with the client, right? So if you choose to be a dick to the client, and the client don't want to come back, and now they have unfinished work, who else gonna finish? You're not gonna finish for him. So they're not gonna feel comfortable going back to you.
Mhm.
So are we just gonna leave them undone?
Yeah,
No, we're gonna finish it and fix it up and make it better.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Cover it up even.
yeah,
If you don't like it, I'll cover that shit up.
yeah.
So
Yeah, and us saying that, it's not like, oh, we don't disrespecting the other artists. No, no, none of that, man. We just trying to
Yeah.
help out the client. And
Yeah.
that's what that's what we're a service industry, and then we're here to help out the client, give them nice tattoos, and they want to cover it up. We do great cover ups, like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
man, we
And
do
we
so
don't
much cover up, man.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
throughout the
yeah,
years, we
yeah.
do
Mike
so
is
much
like,
cover up.
man, I learned how to cover up from Mike,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Anything,
I can
man.
see, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
yeah, cover ups is tougher, but it takes a little longer. But if you don't like it, if it's something that we say is possible, it's possible. If we say it's not possible, then we don't want to do it. Okay, we don't want to make it worse.
yeah.
But if it's possible, you can guarantee it'll look way better, or you won't even see your old work.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I know a lot of other shops, I mean, and they talk about cover-ups and they just put something over something and and it doesn't look as good, but maybe sometimes they're just trying to take your money or maybe it's not even that. Maybe they genuinely believe they could do it, but their skill level is
the
not up to
skills.
par,
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
But over here at Inkfiend, man, if we say we can cover it and make it look better, it's because we could. And it takes a little bit longer and it is a commitment, but of course, like at the end result, it won't look like a cover up, and that's like
yeah,
our goal. And if we're gonna do it and it looks too much like a cover up, it doesn't look as good, we wouldn't take it in. We would just tell like maybe
yeah.
laser
We
it
just
up,
tell them the honest truth. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, yeah,
you could if it's too dark or something that won't fit the new design. Like sometimes you want a new design and it just requires soft shading, and it's something we can't do because your old work is too dark. We don't want to just do a piece that's supposed to be a soft shading, like
yeah,
a geisha's face or something like that
yeah.
over
You
it.
can
You know
still
what I'm
see
saying? Yeah.
through,
So
yeah,
we don't want to mess it up. So we'll just recommend, if you really want that design, it's best to laser line it up, and we could do a better cover up. But if you're willing to work with what we're thinking of, a design that'll cover it up, then it's possible.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Because of course, like in a cover up, you have to kind of, for people that don't know, you have to kind of incorporate the existing dark work,
yeah, yeah.
sometimes dark shading, sometimes dark lighting. So it's kind of like a puzzle. You have to do a lot of freehanding and stuff,
Freehand, some use
So it
some of
takes
the lines.
experience.
Yeah,
Yeah, use some of the existing lines.
yeah,
So let's go back a little bit, Mike. We're growing up in LA, and I know that you picked up tattooing in prison,
yeah,
right? Yeah, yeah. So why don't you tell us you were in California prisons?
yeah, yeah.
Why don't you
So
tell us
so
about a
you know,
little
I
bit
was
about prison?
I was in prison, and I didn't really it wasn't. It was just by chance, like that I pick up tattooing. I mean, I always liked tattoos. Uh, I remember somebody was tattooing their own leg, and then I just walked by, I see it. I said, "Man, you want me to do it for you?" He said, he asked me, "Hey, you know how to tattoo?" I said, "Yeah, man."
You didn't
So
even know how that
I didn't know shit, you know what I mean? And
That's
because
crazy.
when I was in there, I was a hothead,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
wasn't afraid.
yeah, yeah,
If I
yeah.
fucked up, I don't care. You know what I'm
Plus, you're
saying?
younger.
Yeah,
You're
yeah. And it
younger
was
at the
like, man, we get down, whatever.
yeah, yeah.
So I filled it in, talking it up, and he was happy, and
Oh,
fucking. So that got my interest, like seeing how happy he was. Like, oh shit, you know what I mean? You could
yeah,
do it, right?
yeah,
So um, that fueled my interest. So I started like thinking of designs and stuff like that. So throughout my time, like I did 6 years. They sentenced me to 6 years. Okay, with 85%. I ended up doing a little over 6 years. Okay, I didn't get no
yeah,
free
yeah,
time
yeah,
off.
yeah. The 85%, you didn't get none of
Yeah,
that.
well,
Good time,
you
fifty
get
percent.
a little bit off,
Yeah,
but I had another case that
yeah.
rolled it up to a little longer.
You caught more time in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So anyway, fucking throughout my time there, I did a lot of drawing. Like once I set my mind to it, like I already know this is my release date. Okay, it ain't no amount of crime, bitching, moaning, stressing would reduce this time. I know I have to do this time, and so I have to be strong. Okay, I worked out my body to be strong every day. Okay, back then they have weights. I have 19-inch arms back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking
Monster,
yeah,
19-inch. Yeah.
yeah.
The weights back in
Slow as
prison.
fuck, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Can't even fit through
yeah.
doors.
So my time would be spent, okay, hanging out with my buddies, all the other Asians, okay, working out and drawing. I did a lot of drawing in there, okay. So throughout my time, I have to think about what would I do when I get out, okay. That's what I'm thinking in my head all the time. Like, how do I be able to support myself, or maybe in the future have a family, uh, be somebody that my mom and dad and my brothers will be proud of. Okay, I don't want to be a loser. My mom didn't raise a loser. Okay, so throughout my time, like, I set this plan out, to be successful when I get out. So a lot of drawing and working out, tattooing here and there, but mostly designing, thinking of a way to make it more of a different style than what we normally see.
And what
Okay.
was it? What type of artwork were you doing? Were you doing like Asian art, like the lowrider
Well,
art,
in
the
the
prism
beginning,
art?
yeah, in the beginning, it's mostly just gang shit. All right.
Yeah.
But I always like Asian art. Okay, so I had to try to combine those two together. Like, how the fuck we do fucking dragons and make it like fucking, what I'm saying, like gangster. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just make it more of like the black and white kind of style,
Mm.
with more of an evil twist to it. It's kind of, so everything I do, I make it more meaner, more fierce looking,
Yeah.
not flat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That's like the
during
iconic.
those times it's hard. Like when I was in there, I know, I've seen a lot of people just all they do is just stress out, or they just stress out on the family outside, the kids, their wife cheating on them, whatever. And I have to stay away from people like that. I have friends that are like always like stressors. They're the stressor, and there's the guys that play cards, and then there's the other guys that just work out. I'm the workout guy, so I hang around with the workout guy.
Yeah.
And there's stressors that come in and try to ruin your vibe.
Yeah.
And we kick those guys out the curb, like, what I'm saying, if you're stressing, get the
Stress
fuck away from
cases.
me. You know
Stress
what I'm saying? Yeah,
cases.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's, and in there we pass time by clowning on people. You know what I'm saying? So in there is very segregated, right? So the Asians hang around with the Asians. Asian, they got, when the Asians get too deep, there's two different cars. There's the Southeast Asian, you know, and then there's the Vietnamese Asian.
Yeah.
The
But by
Vietnamese,
cars, he
yeah,
means like factions, you
yeah.
know. In prison, we call each faction like a car, you know. So he's saying like once the Asians get too deep, meaning like there's a lot of them,
There's a
they
lot of
start
numbers, yeah.
separating
They start
themselves.
separating.
And what are the two cars or the two factions, Mike?
Yeah, so you got the Vietnamese, and these are the Vietnamese that are like more Vietnamese speaking Vietnamese, okay, and then you got the other Asian would be, the Cambodians, the Laos, the Koreans, the Samoans, the other mixed Asians. All right, we call it, our group is, they label us the others.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're the others.
The others.
Yeah. So once they get, a big number, they usually split. It's weird, but when there's something happen, a lot of time will come together. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time come together. Just to, for anything like, there's a riot or something like that. Um, we have to help out each other. So in there are numbers in the whole yard. There'll be like 1,000 people in the yard, right? About approximately 1,000, right?
Yeah. Depending on
So
which
there's
side.
about maybe, as far as Asians, there's about maybe 30, 20 to 30 Asians in the yard.
Mhm.
But we never get fucked with. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We hold it down, right? Hold
Yeah.
it down. So I mean, you know, you have to have a different mentality in there. I remember when I was in there, I wasn't afraid of dying. I was like, man, I'd rather die fighting than to be like a fucking bitch, a fucking, you know what I'm saying, like somebody, be a coward.
Yeah.
I would never be a coward. My pride is too big, right? So I remember one time, I just got in, and you know, I always talk about boxing. I'm always willing to throw down, and people see that. And one time, I remember a Samoan guy, big Samoan guy. He'll wake me up in the morning. Everybody's already going to work or school, so I was a dorm porter.
Hmm.
Okay,
A
so
porter is
like,
like kind of like a janitor
yeah,
in prison
yeah,
in
that's my job.
California. Yeah,
Hmm.
California prisons. Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll wake me up in the morning. He goes, "Hey, Mike, we gotta go, man. We gotta handle some business." I woke up. I said, "What happened?" He said, "Well, one of our homie is getting fucked with in the gym area, and there's like maybe 8 or 9 essays out there, so we got to go and handle it. Just me and you, right? Me and you, so first thing I do, I didn't question him. All right, I took all my contraband. I gave it to people I trust. All right, I said, "Here, hold this for me." All right, I didn't tell him nothing.
Yeah.
Lace up my boots, tie them up tight.
Mm-hmm.
All right, warm up,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
walk out the
Yeah.
dorm,
Yeah.
pumped up, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Walk. Thinking in my mind like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? I
It's
don't give a
going
fuck.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck,
Yeah.
right? So we went to the gym area. I said, where the fuck they at? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I told Uso. He said, oh Mike, I'm just fucking with you, man. I said, oh fuck you,
Yeah.
motherfucker, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just laugh it off. I didn't know,
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
he was just fucking with me, right?
Yeah.
Later on down the line, it's like, man, that's a fucking a test right there. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
testing the youngster to see if he really
Yeah.
got hard because he always talking about, that he could get down and all that, right? So
Yeah.
he's just testing me.
Yeah.
Imagine
If you folded.
imagine I was a fucking bullshitter.
Yeah.
Imagine I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
like, a fake tough guy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would be like, oh no, we wait till the homies come. Wait
Yeah.
till they come and we'll go and get them later.
Yeah.
Fuck that, right? So
Yeah.
so that's a fake motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
So in there, I didn't question, you know what I'm saying? Even though he told me this, we're outnumbered, I didn't question
Yeah.
what we're gonna do. All I
Yeah.
know is we're gonna go get down.
Yeah. Ready to
If I
die.
died, I die. That's
Yeah.
all I remember. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the life in there. So when you're in there, it's a different mentality, right? And then I have people that know me from inside, did time with me, and then some of them, like, they're lifers, and then they finally got a date, they finally got released. All right, they've been doing 20, 30 years in there, and they still come visit me because they come visit me at the shops. They
Mm-hmm.
hit me up, they know where I'm at,
Yeah.
and they want to come visit me,
Yeah.
just out of respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And fuck, you know what I'm saying, like, we did time where, like, brothers in there, and they come
Yeah.
by, they want to see me,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
if you didn't
Hold it
if you didn't
down
hold
or
it down in
yeah.
there,
Yeah.
nobody would do that for you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So same like you, Rich. Like when you come
Yeah.
out and stuff like that, all the homies come.
Yeah.
Pay the respect.
Yeah.
Because they know, like, you're a respectful dude.
Mm.
You fucking you say what you mean. And,
Yeah.
and mean what you say, right?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and you don't take no shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
In
you're down
prison.
for your people. You're down. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So they
No
know,
doubt.
when shit goes down, Rich or Mike will be there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So they know that you'll risk your life. In there, you'll risk your life. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
For somebody you don't know. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
For real. Yeah.
So name anybody out here that these
We'll do
fucking
that.
fake tough guy would do.
Yeah.
They'll snitch on their mom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They'll
Yeah.
snitch on their mom. If the fucking cops give them a year time, we want to know who fucking give you this. You know what I'm saying? If you don't tell, we're gonna lock you up for a year. Oh, my mom. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I've known people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And they walk around like they're like tough guys. Like, and then people don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, when the homicide detectives or these detectives and then they're threatening, to give you a life sentence or a lot of years and stuff like that, and man, people start telling on their own
Dude, man.
family, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe,
Yeah.
man, if you're gonna live that life, all right, you cannot, you know what I'm saying? You gotta live that life. Whatever happen, you gotta take it. You can't
Yeah.
be trying to bring somebody else down. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
if you're gonna live that life, you chose it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody forced you to do it, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta bite the bullet when that time comes. So if you don't want that, stop doing whatever you're doing. Stop
Yeah.
doing any
You can't do
bullshit.
the time.
Don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna be somebody's bitch in there. You know what I'm saying?
I think back in like the 90s and 20 some years ago, it was more prevalent like the code, like what, but now in this generation it's like there's no loyalty as
No,
much,
man.
and
Yeah.
so it's easy to tell on somebody because I mean he's not your brother or whatever, like but back in the days like man, how can you tell they're my family? I can't.
Yeah,
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 so it's like a
yeah,
different time and different era now, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
man. It's
And
crazy.
back
Like,
in the days, we were just, yeah, like Mike said, like that's why a lot of the Asians back in the day had death before dishonor. That tattoo, you see
yeah,
a lot of Chinese characters back in the day, death before dishonor. That's what it means. Like you rather die than bow down or something,
yeah.
like that. Yeah. And so Mike, that was through LA County and through LA County system to the California
LA
prison.
County
Yeah.
to the prison system.
Tell
It's
people
crazy.
about LA County, man. And tell man,
Fuck,
if
dude.
people don't know about LA County, Mike,
All right,
yeah.
so fucking LA County in the mid '90s was a war zone. Okay, so I don't know how it is right now. I heard it's really different. Okay, this cameras area right now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Back
this is
then,
30 years ago. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
this back then. I mean, fucking, you. I didn't know. Some days I do not know if I'm gonna live till tomorrow. Okay, imagine you putting into like like a dorm room. There'll be like maybe 500 people. You're the only Asian. And I remember that during those times, it was a green light on Asians.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm,
So any Southsider would see an Asian is mandatory. They have to do something to us, beat us up, stab us, kill us. Right? They have to
yeah, yeah.
eliminate us.
Yeah, so
So
so what Mike is to explain a little bit for the viewers that don't know, when he states the term Southsider, he's talking about Southern Hispanic.
Southern Hispanic,
So
yeah,
in the prison is really segregated, and in county jail is really segregated the factions of gangs, and it's usually due to races. And with the Hispanics, there's a faction called the Southerners. And what he's talking about is the green light. The green light is like some kind of policy. I'm not a Southern Hispanic, so I don't want to speak too much on their politics. But from what my experiences and what I know is like they have when they say green light, they have like a on-site thing, meaning like whenever they see an Asian at that time, whether it's a young Asian, 18 years old, or an old Asian, 67 years old, and maybe some of the Southsiders out there can comment and tell us that what we're saying is right or wrong, but it's their job to attack us, and
yeah.
attack the Asians. So being that we're already small in number in the mid 90s and early 90s, and even to the late 90s, having to also deal with something like the green light must have been,
That was
man,
yeah.
tell
That
us
was
about it. Yeah.
you know yeah during those time like um it was the worst time of my life. Like you wouldn't, you go in there, you're young. I mean, you live in the hood in LA, so you see a lot of Southern Hispanic, and there's no problem,
Yeah.
all right. But when you go inside, you see how much they hate you.
Yeah, how racist it was at
Yeah.
that time. Yeah.
So there's a few times I'm like, man, will I live to see tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? I might die tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. There's one time even the deputies set me up to get killed. Okay, so I mean, those during those times, there's no cameras in the. There's not a lot of cameras in the system in
Yeah.
the county
During
jail,
that
right?
time. Yeah.
So I remember where I was a trustee in the trustee dorm. Okay,
Hmm. And
so
a trustee
trustee,
is equivalent to like a porter, like a janitor, but
yeah.
he's talking about county jail would be called trustees. Okay.
So let's start off by how I get to be a trustee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's kind of like a good position if you're an
Yes.
inmate,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
position, right?
Yeah. You get
Yeah.
privileges. Yeah.
So mind you, when I got locked up, I already had tattoo. I had some tattoo on my head, my neck, okay, my arms. So my head was shaved bald, all right. So I was stuck. They put me in 9500. Okay, it's a
Woo.
dorm at
Yeah.
95,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's like it's
For all you
known.
old
Yeah,
people out there, 9500 LA
yeah,
County, man, you
yeah.
guys know.
So I was there for a short amount of time. Luckily, all right. A Korean guy, okay, Korean guy, short, small dude.
Was he a Southside?
No,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was a trustee.
Okay.
He saw me. He saw me in 95. Then he started talking to me because this Asian
Yeah.
a small in number,
Rare.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So somehow he's cool with the sergeant.
Hmm.
He told the sergeant, "Hey, could I pull him over to be a trustee with me?"
Wow, that Korean guy showed
He
love right
got
there.
yeah,
Yeah,
he showed
yeah,
love, man.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. That's
yeah,
awesome.
so he pulled me in, and then I'm a trustee, right? So
Yeah.
I was like, you trustee, you go clean the dorm, and they kind of leave you alone, all right?
Yeah, and you have more
Yeah,
movement. You don't
yeah,
have to be in your cell all day because they expect you to do all the cleaning. And in order to do all the cleaning, they have to allow you out of your cell, allow certain areas, and you're able to get the mop and go to the mop, things like that. So
yeah.
the privileges, yeah.
So I was in trustee dorm now, okay? So every day we'll go, we'll wake up. They'll take us and we'll go to work. We'll go to different, what I'm saying, area. Usually around 9,500 area, right? The
Hmm.
9,000 area.
Yeah,
So at night, we're in the trustee dorm. And trustee dorm, they don't have the politics of like green light.
yeah.
There's other
Hispanics
Southern
there.
Hispanic
Yeah.
around,
Mhm.
blacks, white.
Yeah.
It's a mixture, but
Yeah,
it's
everybody
not.
has privileges. They don't want to mess up their privileges,
Yeah,
and in a county jail, it's like man, you get no. It's like really horrible conditions in there. So any little thing you get, you cherish it. So when you're in the trustee dome, they get a lot of like creature comfort benefits. So a lot of people protect that by maybe a little disregarding a little bit of the politics, right,
yeah,
Mike?
yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
So I remember, people were smoking and they will roll up, they'll get tobacco, uh, and they don't have rolling paper, so they'll use they give you little Bibles
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there,
yeah.
right?
Little
Little
pocket
Bible, yeah.
Bibles. Yeah,
So the paper's really thin,
yeah,
so they use the paper to roll their tobacco.
yeah. I
Okay,
remember that. Yeah,
yeah. So when they get tobacco, they don't really get the cigarettes, or maybe they'll get the cigarette pack, but they'll break down the cigarette into a bunch of little
pinners.
pinners,
Yeah, yeah,
right? They call
yeah,
them pinners. So they
yeah.
roll a bunch of
Pinners. Yeah,
little cigarettes so they could sell it and make more money.
yeah.
So one cigarette they break down to like maybe 5 or 10, what I'm saying, pinners, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
like you're talking about like a tailored cigarette, like a
yeah,
cigarette on the streets, like a Marlboro Red, a tailored cigarette. They would take it in it, cut it up open, break it down smaller into
yeah.
mini cigarettes. Yeah.
So that night, a lot of people were smoking, right?
Yeah,
So the cops rushed in. All right, they smell smoke because there's no, you can't smoke in there.
yeah, yeah.
So they rush in, and it's like the goon squad. The goon
But
squad.
prison, you can smoke during that time. Back in
Prison
the
you can
days, yeah,
smoke
yeah.
back then,
But
yeah,
county jail, no.
yeah.
Okay, go on. Yeah,
So the goon squad, which is like the SWAT team,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So they came in, and then they start tossing up shit, looking for cigarette, looking for the contraband, and I guess they couldn't find none. So they're walking around, and they point at all the Southern Hispanic, you, and they saw me. You too, come here.
And your tattoos and your forehead, maybe too.
You too, come here.
Yeah,
I was like, oh fuck, man. So all right, roll up all your shit. You take all your shit, right? So they take us downstairs, 2,000 something floor,
floor.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
And then they line us up. And before you go into this these rows of cells is a gate, and you're waiting by the gate for them to open it up so you go in your cell. So before I go in there, I see the Southern Hispanic, right? They're already looking at me, and they're all telling their friends, "Ooh, Chino! Ooh,
yeah.
Chino! Green light!"
Yeah, oh, we got one right here. That's
Yeah,
what they're saying.
yeah. So I'm looking at the deputy. I say, "Hey, man, I can't go in there. I got the green light, man." He pulled out his flashlight. It's a Magnum flashlight, the big flashlight, right?
Yeah,
Pull it out. Tell me, get the fuck in there.
yeah,
And I've seen what they did to those flashlights on
yeah,
people.
yeah.
They'll be whacking people, that breaking their head and all that, right? So I don't get fucked up with that flashlight.
I'm
So
gonna
I
take my
went in.
chances.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So I went in, and they tell me the cell to go in. I went to this cell. It's a 4-man cell. There's 6 people in there.
yeah, yeah.
2 people's gonna sleep on the floor.
Yes,
Right?
I
It's
remember those
small
times.
cell, right?
Yeah,
One of those cells like maybe
or six
maybe
by six or
6,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Small
yeah.
4-man cell.
8 by 8 or something
I
like that.
slept.
Yeah,
I didn't sleep that night because
yeah,
There's two Southern Hispanic in there. I think there's a couple blacks in there, or one black,
Yeah, that's all in
and
a
then
format cell.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then another couple of uh, border brother.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
The border brothers are like usually like the non-English speaking Hispanics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
So I just hear they're speaking Spanish to the other cells because it's like maybe 12, 13 cells. It's about
Yeah.
12
Yeah.
cells,
12
a
cell.
whole row
Yeah.
of cells.
Yeah.
So I mean, one cell, there's a whole row of cells.
Like side by side, you're
Yeah.
describing
So
it. Yeah.
so they're talking in Spanish, and I understand a little Spanish, right? And so they're talking about we'll wait till morning time, we'll wait till
Yeah.
breakfast time,
Mhm.
right? So all night I'm like, fuck, man, you know, I can't fight them in here because fuck, I'm outnumbered.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be dead if I fight
Yeah.
them in there. You know,
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
outnumbered. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fucking, all right. I wait till morning time. So fucking see what happens. All right. So morning they unlock the door at the same time. They unlock first your cell door before the main
Yeah.
door. Right.
Yes.
First they unlock the cell door.
Hmm.
So
So all the cell doors
yeah,
are
all the
unlocked at
cell
the
doors
same
unlock.
time. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So all 12 cells
Hmm.
all unlock.
Usually it's for like pill call, for meds, or for breakfast, or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. The reason
So
why they open
breakfast.
it up.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they open for breakfast.
Mhm.
And the black dude said, "Hey man, if I were you, I'd walk all the way to the front."
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I said, "All right, cool."
He
So
gave you like a heads
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he knows I'm, they're gonna do something to me, and I know, So as soon as the cell door open, I walk to the front. Okay, I'm in like the middle of the cell. There's 12 cells. I'm like maybe in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm walking.
Past all the other
Yeah,
cells.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a black dude. I thought he was just from a black neighborhood.
Yeah.
So he goes to me, he looks at me, he stands, he's blocking my way. He's a big dude.
Mhm.
He goes, "Hey Gino, you want to trade shoes?"
Mhm.
And I looked at his shoes. There's some messed up shoes, right?
Yeah.
And I have some like pretty clean
Yeah.
blue
Yeah.
Cortez on, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's when we had our own shoes back in the
yeah.
county. Yeah.
yeah. So fucking I looked at him. I said, "Hell no, man." Then I hear in the back of me, "Hey Chino, come back here. We want to talk to you. Right? Come here. We want to talk to you."
Yeah.
I looked over. There's so many of them, man.
Yeah.
I turned back. As soon as I turned to the front,
Yeah.
this guy just hit me. He's just
Yeah.
doping me, right?
Yeah. He was a black Southsider.
Yeah, he's a black
Yeah.
Southsider.
So he's a black guy by ethnicity, but he's from a Hispanic gang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So as soon as he hit me, since luckily, I could go with the punch. I could roll
Yeah,
with the
roll
punch.
with it. You did have
So
a
he
little
hit
boxing.
me.
Yeah.
I rolled with it. So it land, but I didn't get the full force of the punch because I just rolled with it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when I came back, I grabbed his uniform and I flipped him down.
Yeah.
I flipped him down and I was punching him. And then all of a sudden, I just felt all these people just like on top of me, kicking me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I just grabbed his shirt, all right? And I covered my face,
Yeah.
like
That's
tight,
smart.
right?
That's smart. Yeah.
So they're trying to pull me. Now, if they're pulling me up, they're pulling the other guy up too. So
Yeah.
it's like, I have the death grip,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So they're just kicking me from the top. My head was like a football. And all I hear is like this bitch on the bottom that was like, that hit me was like, "Hey, you guys hitting me too. You guys hitting me too."
Yeah.
So I came up to just try to just throw one more punch at him. As
Yeah.
soon as I get up, throw a punch, and somebody just kicked me right in the head, right on the
Yeah.
face, right?
Yeah.
So I just cover again.
Back
yeah.
down. Yeah.
So after I don't know how long that was. It seems like a long time, but
Yeah.
maybe it wasn't, right?
Right. That's how in
Yeah.
fighting is like that. Yeah.
So they racked the front door, and then everybody stopped because the cops were there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they stopped. All right. So, all right, I got up. I walked through breakfast, and mind you, like my head's all bleeding, my ears
Yeah.
bleeding. All right. My face was cool, but my head, everything you can see is all
lucky you
scratched
blocked the
up, right?
face and
Yeah.
you grabbed them and
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm getting my breakfast plate, and I see all the cops. They see me, but they pretend not to see me
Yeah. Yeah.
because they set this
They
shit
know,
up.
Yeah,
they set
know.
this shit up,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So
And this is the time when the chow hole was still open.
yeah.
Instead of like self feeding, you had to go to the chow hole,
Yeah.
which is more dangerous.
Yeah.
Back then, yeah.
So I was like waiting for somebody to say something, like one of these deputies. "Oh man, this," you know what I'm saying? So nothing. They see me, but they didn't see me.
Yeah, yeah,
I took my plate. I couldn't eat, so I went back to my cell.
yeah,
I was like, man, fucking, we might have to do this again,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So they lock us up, all right? Cell they lock up all the cells, and then I guess the paisa like saw me, like my ears was bleeding, so he screamed, man down, right?
Mm.
So they took me out.
Well, he kind of helped you
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
way. Yeah, he did.
Luckily he did that.
Yeah,
Everything, you know what I'm saying, is weird, right? It
yeah, yeah.
happens, right?
Happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, happens for a reason.
So I was not gonna snitch. I wasn't gonna be like,
Yeah,
hey, fucking these guys jumped me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I was gonna be like, fucking, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Like
I had,
nothing
had,
happened.
have to
Yeah,
handle it, right?
yeah.
So now they took me out. They didn't ask me anything.
Yeah, 'cause they already knew.
Yeah, they didn't ask me what
Yeah,
happened,
yeah,
nothing, right? So I was gonna say shit. So anyway, they took me to medical now.
yeah, yeah,
Now I'm in this medical ward, man. Like fucking weird. It's the
yeah,
weirdest shit, right?
yeah, yeah.
So I'm in a one man cell,
Mhm.
and you could see the other cell. It's like a whole stack of like fucking cells, right? With bars you could see through, right? Kind of like fucking American Me. If you see the movies, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
So fucking
It's
I'm
kind of
looking.
like Chino or Folsom or
Yeah,
CMC, like triple tier
yeah,
maybe. Like yeah,
old,
old
yeah,
bar prisons.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking. I look up and I see another Asian dude.
Mm.
So I was like, "Hey, what's up,
Yeah,
man?"
yeah, yeah,
And I was like, looking at him. I was like, "Damn, what's that dude? He didn't hear me."
yeah,
Hey, what's up, man?
yeah,
He's like, he's just doing his own thing.
yeah,
And I was like, "Oh fuck,
Mhm.
that dude's crazy."
yeah.
He's just talking to himself, fucking drawing on the
Oh,
walls and shit,
yeah,
like
yeah.
moving back and forth.
Because you're in
I was like,
medical,
"Oh
so it could be
shit."
like psych
Yeah,
work if
yeah. I'm like, "Oh
people.
shit, this dude's he's not all there."
Yeah.
So fucking
You're like,
you
damn
know,
it.
yeah.
Thought I had an ally.
So
Yeah.
I'm like right there by myself. At least I'm safe, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So I'm there, and then they'll go appeal call. And there's no politics. There's a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of weird
Medical
people
joint.
and shit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Appeal call. They give me some painkiller. I didn't eat it. I didn't take it. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Go there, drop it off, and then come back myself, right? And then after that, like maybe a couple days later, time to go to court. Now, when you go to court, you know, you go to court, all right, you got to get on a bus, and then, you know, same thing, green light and everything, you know what I'm saying? So they put me in a cage. So, you know, in the cage, you know, you're by yourself in a cage in a bus, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you're safe, right? You go to
Yeah.
court, you come out, you come back. Now you're back in processing again.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So now it's fucking
Free for
back
all
to,
again.
yeah,
Yeah.
back to fucking war zone again. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, am I gonna fucking, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna kill
Yeah.
me now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because even though you know how to fight, I don't care who you are. If
They got
if you got
numbers.
numbers, man,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You can't win, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
So fucking you know, I'm back in 9500.
yeah. Ooh.
Korean guy saw me again.
Oh man, yeah, damn it. And he helped you
Fucking
again?
pulled me out
Wow,
again.
that guy had juice,
Fucking
man.
twice.
Whoever you are, man,
No,
Korean
I know
guy
him.
back
June,
in
man. June,
Oh,
man.
June. His
He's a
name's
black belt
June?
in jiu-jitsu, yeah.
Black belt
Badass,
June
June,
with the
man.
black belt in jiu-jitsu, man. Good looking out,
He's a
man.
badass, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that guy had
A
juice
lot of
back in
respect
the
for him,
days.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And his solid cat.
Solid, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's dope.
So fucking he pulled me in. Now I'm a trustee. And I was happy, like, damn, that's
Yeah.
cool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because you know, there's a lot of times your life is like in danger, like you don't know if you're gonna live.
Yeah.
Now you feel like, oh man, I have freedom now.
Yeah, so you're
right?
super grateful.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Even
So,
for the little wins,
little
you're like
shit.
super
You know, I'm
grateful.
still locked
yeah.
up, still fighting my case,
Yeah.
but I'm over here where I feel safe now. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I was there and we're cleaning the dorm. Fucking the gang unit came and saw me.
I think gang you in there. I think it's like OSS or OSJ or OSS. Something
Yeah,
like that.
OSJ,
Yeah,
I think,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So saw me. Like, hey, come here. You don't belong here, man.
Yeah.
Follow me, right?
Damn, took you
So
out
now
of trustee door.
he took me out. I was like, oh fuck, man, here we go again, right?
Yeah,
So I don't know where he's taking
gonna
me.
take you. Yeah.
So he take me to the gang fish roll.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
So
yeah.
there's a one man unit, gang unit, right? Gang
Yeah,
cell, right?
Yeah.
So they don't want to put you with anybody else because they don't know
They don't
who
know
to
yet.
classify you with,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So fucking you know, they put me in there. In there was like, I don't know, man. It was like a fucking the craziest thing ever, man.
What happened?
Okay, you got all different gangs. You don't see each other.
Yeah, yeah.
You just hear.
They're just side by side.
You just
yeah,
hear.
Yeah. Yes.
24 hours, all right? the speakers on country music,
Mm.
driving me crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
if I was in there longer, maybe I'll
Yeah. You
snap.
go
I don't know.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're in
Damn.
there. I'm like fucking.
Yeah.
I'm stuck in there.
Uh,
And then I know my neighbor. He's Vietnamese because he sounds Vietnamese.
yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Is,
So we
is
start talking.
is it like, was it like 2100, 2300, where it's like they're sleeping above you in the bunk, or you're on top, but it's like the other side of the wall, single man
Yeah,
cell
yeah,
like that?
yeah,
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 yeah. I remember those.
yeah. So you're in a one man cell and your neighbors, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like the
They're really
bunk, but it's like
small. Yeah,
super
yeah,
small.
very
Yeah.
small. So I know he's Vietnamese, and we'll talk. You know what I'm saying? And that dude, he's funny as shit. He's probably crazy, but he's
Yeah.
funny as shit, right?
Yeah. Entertaining in
Hey,
there.
hey, hey, you know, he'll start shit with the other gangs on the bottom,
Yeah.
and he'll take his fucking piss and shit. He'll throw it down there. Get it in a sandwich bag. He'll throw it down there
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they can't throw it up, so he throw
Yeah.
it down there. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how he passed time. I'm like, what the
Uh,
fuck? These motherfuckers crazy.
yeah.
I'm like fucking, fucking. They're like, feel like I'm in a, like a fucking as a zoo, like they're
Yeah.
animals, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah. Like
And
an
these people, like,
asylum.
yeah, I mean, I'm in there for, I'm thinking like, somebody owed me money and I fucking went and draw down and get my money back. I didn't think it was a crime,
Yeah.
but I'm in here with fucking real killers, like people that are
Yeah.
fucking doing shit, what I
Yeah.
mean? Killing people and all that,
Yeah.
all murders, right?
Yeah, that's the
So,
crazy thing about LA County, because everybody is still fighting their case. So
yeah,
they're kind of still not guilty. So
yeah,
even though they're charged with a heinous crime or severe crime, they're housed with people with lesser crimes
yeah,
because you can't say that they're guilty yet because they haven't been found
yeah.
guilty. So they haven't classified everybody. So that's why LA County is real dangerous, man.
Dangerous,
People that
man.
don't know,
Yeah,
yeah,
you could be there for maybe I don't know DUI.
and die.
Yeah, and then you're set up with a murder or
Yeah,
whatever. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, yeah.
you might not even come out of LA. At that time, there's a lot of
Yeah.
people die over there,
Yeah,
right?
like yeah, 90
Yeah,
in the midnight 30
yeah,
years ago,
yeah,
25 years ago, it was horrible, you
yeah.
know?
So anyway, after that, I was like there for like maybe a week or 2 weeks. I'm not sure, right? So now they classify me, right? And they put me with the other Asian gangs, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
That was
so
good.
when I went there, I was like, fuck, dude. This is like freedom, man. I mean, we're
Yeah.
locked up 24 hours. There's no, at that time, there's no yard time, nothing like that.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
no
yeah.
fucking yard
Yeah.
where they'll let us out maybe every 2 or 3 days to shower,
Yeah.
real quick shower. And then everything else in your cell. They feed you in the cell.
Yeah.
Everything's in your cell, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm in there, and,
But it's
got
still
along.
lovely.
Lovely, man. Like
Yeah.
I'm like fucking. You're locked down 24 hours,
Yeah.
and you feel freedom. That's
That's
crazy, right?
crazy.
You feel like,
Yeah,
damn, man.
yeah.
And I'm like fucking not worried about dying. Like fucking
Yeah.
people gonna kill me, right?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no doubt in jail, people talk about like the physical aspect and the physical dangers of jail, and there is that, no doubt. You can get stabbed and jumped and all that stuff. But a lot of people don't talk about how mentally like hard it is in there, that Mike will be in a 24-hour lockdown and where they feed you in the cell, do everything in the cell, but he feels free
Yeah,
because he was
I
deprived
didn't
so
feel.
much.
Yeah, I didn't feel like
Yeah.
any.
You're happy they're
I didn't
there.
feel stress. I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
feel like,
yeah.
oh shit, what? How much
I'm
time
gonna
I'm gonna
die.
get or
Yeah.
whatever. Right? Once I'm in there, I feel like fucking. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling with my friends, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fucking, and these guys are like some of them. They're kids, man. They've been locked up since they were like 16. Now they're adult. They're in LA County Jail fighting the
Yeah.
case. They fighting the case for 2, 3, 4 years.
Yeah, as a
You know what I'm saying?
juvenile,
And
yeah.
all of them, all like, you know what I'm saying? All of them got
Murdering.
murder beef. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? All of them like 1, 2, 3 killing.
Yeah.
And I'm like the fucking shortest time. Like, fuck,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I didn't get sentenced yet.
Yeah.
But I'm just like in there
But the
for
crime was
yeah,
like lesser
yeah.
than them, yeah, less
So
severe.
yeah. So I mean, in there, and then I was in there for like maybe maybe a couple months in there,
Mm,
and then I got sentenced to 6 years.
mm.
Now I'm waiting to go to prison.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is a
So
lot
yeah,
better.
I didn't know that. I didn't know
Yeah.
how it is. I was like, oh
Yeah.
fuck, here we go again, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So now you shackle you up in a bus and they take you to reception center, and reception center it's not real prison yet. I mean
Yeah.
it's prison, but it's not like the regular program of prison.
Yeah.
Okay, so once you go to reception center, the politics are gone. There's no more green light.
Hmm.
Okay, I said, dude, man, this is nothing, man.
It's easy.
Yeah, it's nothing, man. I
Yeah.
fucking, I could
Yeah.
go to the yard, I could
Yeah.
work out, doing push up,
You
pull
see the
up,
sun and
right?
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
walk the yard, like,
Yeah.
so I wasn't really, like, I was happy,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you've been through hell in LA County. You've been through hell, right? Now they give you a little freedom. You're
Yeah.
still not free, but they give you freedom to go outside in the fresh air.
You're
You
so
freedom to walk
grateful.
around the yard.
Yeah. Yeah.
To that's enough for me to be like to feel
Grateful.
happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
They deprive you so much that
yeah,
any little thing they feed us, we're like so grateful and we cherish it.
yeah,
Man,
yeah.
it's a cold system in
But
there, man. It's a cold
you
system.
know, um, when I was before I was sent this, I was I was pretty. I mean, I wasn't a guy looking for trouble, but I was always a guy that's really, by all means necessary, handle the problem. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at that time, I wouldn't care. I didn't care. It's like, man, if somebody disrespect me or do me wrong, I will do something to them. You know what I'm saying? And doing time helped me mature, right? Helped me think
Yeah.
about consequences.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
What you feel like, dude, man, fucking your parent raised you up, and fucking this what you know what I'm saying, this what you do. Like they brought you from Cambodia, the war zone, right, for a better life,
Mhm.
and you're in America, you could be anything you want, and you go to prison. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
fucking. So how do you know what I'm saying? So being in prison really, I could say it really helped me.
Yeah. Change
Okay.
your perspective
Yeah.
and
Some
stuff.
people like, oh, you go to prison and it make you worse,
Mhm.
but to me, it made me a better person
Yeah.
because everything was hard. Everything was hard for me. Okay, in the beginning. Now hard shit are easy for me.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
hard shit like fuck. If I have to work 16 hours, you know what I'm saying? Like I have a client that flew in and he wanna finish his piece. He said, "Could you do 2 sessions in one day for me?" I said, "That's 16 hours. You could take it." He said, "Yeah, I'll take it." I did 16 hours.
And
The next day, I do another 16 hours.
yeah,
All right.
that's a lot, man. Yeah, that's a lot of
So
tattooing.
it wasn't hard for me, you know,
Yeah,
because I'm like, fucking, if they want to do it, if they want to sacrifice, I'm going to sacrifice.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
If I fuck up an appointment, if I double book,
You have to do both.
I tell them I'll do both you guys, but one after another.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I
yeah,
work another 16 hours.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
so there are times where, it's like working is easy because
yeah,
we done shit that is so hard that we don't, you know what I'm saying? We done shit that make people break
yeah,
and we survive it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So all this shit is easy,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, definitely. Like struggle builds character. Everybody says
Yeah.
that, but man, it is a reason why they say that, like
Yeah.
yeah, and it's hard to know to really appreciate if you've never been deprived to, like that, and it's hard to appreciate the light if you don't see the dark, like that. So
Yeah, yeah.
so it's definitely like looking back in retrospect in our life and our growing up and at that time there was a lot of stressful times where we feel like it was hard or in fear of our life or our life was jeopardized and stuff, but man, it made us stronger.
It made us, yeah, it made
Yeah.
us, like I said, some people, you know, could make you into if they go to prison, they could break them. Some people, I see a lot of people go crazy.
Yeah,
A lot
a
of
lot of
people become
suicide and
addicts.
stuff. Yes,
Okay, a lot
yeah.
of people be suicidal, become
Yeah.
addicts, or
Yeah.
or they go back in real quick because they
Yeah.
can't take the society. They don't know
Yeah.
how to adjust, so they
Mhm.
go do some stupid shit, do the bad ways, so they could go back in, and it's normal for them inside.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then there's other people that I see that when they came out, they never do anything wrong again. They learn the
Yeah.
lesson. Like me and you, we just
Yeah.
learn our lesson. Like we
Yes.
don't like it in there. In there
No.
suck.
Yeah.
In there
Yeah.
suck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You wanna fucking eat, you gotta fucking, you know what I'm saying? Wait till the time to go to eat. You
Yeah.
know, go to sleep. This time to go to sleep.
Yeah.
You
No
know what I'm saying?
freedom, man.
Yeah.
No freedom.
So you don't want another man to tell you what to do, right?
Yeah.
Don't go to prison. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we'll see, like the young kids and stuff like that, and we tell, hey, we've been in your shoes, man. We've
Yeah.
been, we were used like back, you know what I'm saying, when we were younger. This is what happened. You know what I'm saying? I say, best thing you could do is, you know what I'm saying, don't fucking fall into, you know what I'm saying, the same trap. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
other ways. There's other ways. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Be
Yeah.
smart. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but if you want to do it, you got to be willing to take the consequences. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those consequences, man, a small thing could lead to a life sentence in there. You can go in for 1, 2 years and end up, having to do something where you kill somebody and then you do a life sentence, or somebody can hurt you.
Somebody kill you
Can
too.
kill
Yeah,
you
yeah.
too.
So
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, thank God, and I feel grateful for, being able to be here and speak about it and telling our experiences to people. There's a saying, um, that goes, um, people always want to like learn themselves, or make their own mistakes to learn. But smart people learn from other people's
yeah,
mistakes.
yeah.
Smart people learn from people will be like, oh, they have to learn themselves, or until they really learn. No,
Mhm.
smart people learn from other people's mistake.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You see them make a mistake. Why you want to do the same mistake? You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Then
yeah.
some people like, oh, I'm the type of guy that learned the hard way. You're stupid, man. You
Yeah,
see some, you know what
that's
I'm
true.
saying? Don't
Yeah,
be, you know what I'm saying? Don't be that
yeah,
guy.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what
Don't be that
I'm
guy.
saying?
That's
Don't
a
be
that's
that
a
guy.
lesson
That's
right
it.
there.
Yeah,
Don't be that guy. Yeah,
yeah,
and so, prison, you might say, was a blessing in
yeah,
disguise a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know what would happen
Hmm.
if I didn't go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and it's a blessing, man. Like,
Yeah.
I take anything in life as you know what I'm saying? I make the best out of everything. You know what I'm saying? If it's hard time, I make the best out of it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I try not to, you know what I'm saying? I adapt and I
Yeah.
make it better.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what if I'm in here, make the best out of it? What I have to do? You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? What I
Yeah.
have to do to be better when I get out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best. Happiness, and to getting yourself out of bad situation is about perspective. You can sit and soak over it, or you can, deal with the problem, move forward, and try to better yourself. Like,
Yeah.
that's a good mentality to have, and that's good that you share this with people, because the struggle that we came from and now the success you have is because you had that mentality. Because you could have, there's many times you could have easily been like, man, I was raised in LA, in the heart of LA, and get involved in gangs and dope and guns and murder, robbery, whatever. Or you can be in prison and be like, you succumb to that. Or there's many instances where, our life's in danger because the green lights succumb to that. But no, we chose to do better,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. We don't
Yeah.
want to be
Mm.
a victim. We you know what I'm saying? Like a
Yeah.
victim mentality. You know
Mentality.
what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
something, something we grew up we didn't have. Okay, we don't want to blame it on our childhood. Oh, because our family is poor, that's why we're like this.
Mm.
Our family is poor, but they took care of us.
Yeah.
Now, we're able bodied. We could do more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, we're not the victim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is dope, man. This is like an exclusive, because Mike, you never done no interviews like that. Like you said, you was a private
Yeah,
person,
yeah.
and all these years, and 20 plus years, 25 years, Ink Phenar's been around, and nobody really even knew
you
you.
know,
So
I'm a private person. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? A lot of stuff that I'm saying, it's the past.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Before I didn't want to say too much too
yeah,
because I don't know who's gonna, you know what I'm saying, use it to harm me or
yeah,
anything
yeah,
like that
yeah.
to, you know what I'm saying? But
No, but
now
people
it's
out
like,
there, they need to hear that,
yeah.
Mike. There's
But now
somebody
it's
out
like,
there
yeah,
that needs
yeah,
to hear that.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's the past
yeah,
and from the time you know I was released till now. I'm 100% honest. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I do things the right way.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I remember people losing, you know what I'm saying, for getting money in the shop.
yeah.
And I would, these are
Return it.
bags of money. I'll
Yeah,
return it.
yeah,
I'll see who it is. I'll return it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I don't touch people. And I teach my kid the same way.
yeah.
If it's not yours, don't touch it, man.
Yeah,
Just give it
yeah.
back. You know what
That's like
I'm
a prison thing too.
saying? If it's
Yeah,
not yours,
yeah,
don't fucking touch it. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. There's there's that growing up in that environment, that gang environment in prison. Like, we don't hear nothing, we don't speak nothing, we don't say see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. That was like a motto in the gang world. So of course we're reluctant to talk about these things and stuff like that. But in as 40s and 50-year old, and and it being the past 30 years, there's a lot of people that can gain from this, be your
Yeah.
story, Mike. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
There's a lot of people that you can help out there that need to hear that from you, and so it's good that you're sharing it, and I'm sure the viewers out there, you can comment and tell us what you want to hear about, or tell us, if these stories can help you or anything like that. But Mike, man, we've been going on like
Yeah.
what was this, like maybe a couple hours already, maybe,
Couple
and
hours.
yeah, it's easy, but
Yeah.
we're gonna do a part two or part three or part four, but we're
Yeah.
always gonna do this again. I know time's up, it's getting
Is it
late,
late?
and but man, Mike, man, it's my pleasure and my honor to be able to sit here and be free and be able to talk about, even though, man, we got to share some of the stories of me and you back in the streets,
Oh
back in
yeah,
the
yeah,
days, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
that, some
Good
crazy
cop, bad
times.
cop.
Yeah. Good cop, bad cop. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll do that for another day.
Yeah.
And yeah, thanks for coming, Mike.
Hey,
Is
thank
it?
you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. What the reason I also don't share a lot of my story too is I need somebody like you to be able to do this, and where I'm comfortable talking to share, because I don't want to share with people that I don't really know.
Yeah,
You know what
of
I'm saying?
course.
So
Yeah.
so with you as my brother,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, we talk openly,
Yeah.
and we're comfortable talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Man, yeah, man, man, like I said, me and Mike, man, we go way back and went through a lot, and and we're here and we're blessed. So we're trying to take our blessings and pay it forward, and we have our apprentices here. We're trying to make them successful. We are making them successful. A lot. Mike has mentored, I don't know, countless numbers of
countless
apprentices
people, yeah.
over the years, and we'll hear stories about that, and whatever else you guys want to hear about, just comment and share with us, and make sure you subscribe. Like I said, we're gonna try to drop a video like once a week. A weekly video. We'll talk more about me and Mike, and we'll have our other artists we can introduce. We'll do that segment about introducing the artists. We'll share with you all the other artists, and all the artists from all three locations. There's about 20 plus of us. You hear from them too, and yeah, man, you want to tell them where they can find you, Mike?
You can find me on IG, man. Just Master Mike underscore Inkfiend Art. Um, or just go to the website inkfiendart.com and you'll find me over there.
IG Master Mike, DM him, check out his work, man. Just there'll be something for sure you'll find in his work that you'll like. It's such a volume work, thousands of beautiful tattoos. Check him out, give him a DM to set an appointment, and two locations in Alhambra. Shout out to Frank Lau, Mike's little brother. Ink Fiend Art, he is his Frank underscore Lau, I think, and check him out. IFA2, Ink Fiend Art 2. He has some dope work, fine line work. You can check him out. Fiend Art and
IFA2.
IFA2 is Frank's shop.
Yeah.
Shout out to Frank Lau. Find him at
Frank underscore IFA.
IFA. We'll put it up somewhere
IFA2,
too.
yeah.
Shout out to Frank Loud. That's Mike's little brother, a brother to me, and he got some dope work out there. Check out his work. He has I know a lot of people are really interested in the fine line tattooing, and man, you can't find better. And Frank, check out his work, and you'll see. Yeah, you'll see for yourself. Shout out to him. If you're in Orange County, or we also have this location right here, Garden Grove. Ink Fiend, Orange County. I'm over here. We got a lot of dope artists over here, a lot of dope artists in all the shops. You can find us all in all social media platforms, Facebook, our website, Instagram. Mike's on TikTok now. Follow him on TikTok. Yeah. So check that out, and you're gonna see some dope content.
I'm jumping in all this shit now.
Yeah. And
my daughter helped me out.
Yeah, Gabby, man.
Yeah,
Gabby's like savvy,
Gabby.
tech savvy. Yeah. And yeah, you can come visit the shop anytime. You guys are always welcome. Anything pertaining to tattoos, any kind of questions, you're more than welcome to come. And I have 20 plus years experience. Mike got 30 years experience in the tattoo world. We're here to help. We're here to be of service. We'll answer all your tattoo questions. You even gotta get tattooed from us. You can come just ask us. We'll help you out. We'll point you in the right direction. Follow us on our YouTube channel, Ink Fiend Art, Rich Basak, Master Mike. We out. Peace.